If you travel even a couple times a year, you've probably heard of Priority Pass. It's an independent airport lounge network that gives you access to over 1,500 spaces worldwide. It promises a quiet place to sit with free food sometimes free drinks, and Wi Fi before your flight. However, the Priority Pass experience has degraded in recent years due to rampant overcrowding. The massive influx of travelers gaining access through premium credit cards has forced networks and individual lounges to tighten their rules. For example, effective August 15th, 2026, Chase Sapphire Lounges officially dropped Priority Pass entirely. Standard Priority Pass members no longer receive their previous one complimentary annual visit and must now pay a steep 100-day pass fee. Also, major domestic airlines such as Delta, United, and American have phased out Priority Pass access years ago to prioritize their own premium flyers and airline credit card holders. This can make buying direct membership outright a tough sell, especially since the highest tier for Priority Pass costs nearly $500 a year. You would essentially have to be a super flyer with increasingly limited options in order for the math to work out. The easiest way most people end up with access is through a premium travel credit card like the Capital One Venture X, which includes complimentary Priority Pass membership just for holding the card. This sounds like a great deal, but the reality is that domestic Priority Pass lounges in the US have developed a reputation for being pretty underwhelming. Take the Club Lounge Network as a prime example, specifically locations like the one at BWI in Baltimore. More often than not, you walk in to find a beat up interior, cramped seating where you're practically rubbing shoulders with the stranger next to you, and a food selection that leaves a lot to be desired. We're talking about pretzels, stale snack mixes, and basic cold salads. If there's hot food at all, it's extremely limited. Most of the time, you feel like you would have had a more comfortable wait sitting at a quiet gate. However, not all Priority Pass lounges are bad. The best ones, in my opinion, are the Escape lounges. Escape runs about a network of 20 of these lounges across the US. I've personally visited both the Portland and the Cincinnati locations. There's a couple reasons why I think they're head and shoulders above the rest. First, the decor actually looks modern and thoughtful. The vibe feels less like an outdated office waiting room and more like a boutique 3-star hotel. Think of what a modern Courtyard or Spring Hill Suites by Marriott looks like. Essentially clean, quiet, and well maintained. Second, the food. I visited during breakfast hours at both locations in Cincinnati and Portland, and the spread was genuinely impressive for an independent domestic lounge. You'll find things like scrambled eggs, hard boiled eggs, hot sausage patties, grits, seasoned spicy potatoes, multiple flavors of prepared overnight oats, as well as fresh fruit and a fancy bean to cup espresso machine. Beyond food, the functional details are where they really win. I was impressed with the many accessible power outlets near almost every single seat, which is definitely a pain point at airport gates. There were clean private restrooms inside the lounge, and generally fast, reliable Wi Fi, meaning you can actually stream or get work done without your connection dropping every 5 minutes. What makes escape lounges stand out in the US isn't that they're trying to compete with top tier international first class lounges, it's that they nail the basics. They give you a comfortable space, good food options, working outlets, and a space to relax without feeling like an overcrowded school cafeteria. So if you have Priority Pass through, say, a Venture X or another travel card, keep an eye out for escape lounges next time you fly through cities like Cincinnati or Portland. They're easily among the best ways to get real value out of your membership in the US. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, then drop a like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.